Hello and welcome to this MF Corner YouTube special. Today we're going to talk all about the mutual fund numbers that have come through for the month of June. We did see equity inflows come in, and in that you've seen large cap funds lose around 2,000 crores, and that, entire rush that we've seen into the small cap space, that really continues. So we've seen around 5,500 crores in terms of flows into the small cap space. So to discuss all of the key trends in the mutual fund space, as well as, a lot of other hot topics, we are now joined by Mr. N.S. Venkatesh. He's Chief Executive at AMFI, the Association of Mutual Funds of India. Mr. Venkatesh, it's a pleasure having you on this show, and thank you very much for taking out the time to speak to us. My first question has to be on this entire sort of move that we're seeing out of large cap funds. Do you think that that is something that is likely to sustain going forward as well?
We believe that it is a rotation theory which is happening now, in the sense that people are encashing the gains from the large cap funds, taking out the gains and then putting the money back into the small cap funds. And in small cap funds, there is enough scope for the valuations to move up, because the small caps had corrected substantially lower during the phase of correction to the extent of over 60%. So the upside potential is much more in the small cap. So that is where you are seeing people putting money into the small cap.
Okay, so since you've mentioned the small cap space, we saw 5,500 crores in terms of inflows. Do you think this is set to continue? Because, we've also heard of a lot of funds now stopping lump sum investments. Do you think other funds will start doing this as well? And then could that lead to the momentum slowing down in this space?
The momentum may not slow down to that great extent, because there will be other funds who will start accepting money.
Yeah.
But it depends on the pace at which this money is coming up. If it is going to be substantially higher, then maybe more other mutual funds may also put a little bit of a brake onto the inflows. But otherwise, I think we will see at least around 2,000, 3,000 crores of net inflows coming into the small cap mutual funds as time goes by.
So 2,000 to 3,000 crores monthly is what you expect now?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you do think that this 5,500 crores is a little too much and it's perhaps at an elevated level right now?
No, we believe that it is not that sort of an elevated level. We can manage it. The fund managers can manage it. But definitely we believe that people will again put some money back into the large cap funds as well, when the market momentum is on the large cap as well. So people will go into the large cap trying in search of gains.
Okay, all right, got that. Let me ask you on the overall equity space, because if you look at the flows, taking out the NFO amount, because in the past few months that has also been quite heightened, we have seen flows come down a little bit. What do you make of just those numbers? Because we have seen, figures of 12,000-15,000 not too long ago as well.
Now it's somewhere around 8,000 crores.
It's 8,000, but 3,000 was an NFO from that.
Yeah, that is there. But NFOs are also money mobilization modes, where people will take money, put it into the NFO, sort of the same. But ultimately, it is coming into the equity market only. But I would say that we will see the momentum to continue at around 8,000 to 10,000 levels over the next 2-3 months. The market is on a forward momentum, and people would not like to miss this opportunity. So people would continue to remain invested. So to that much extent, you will see more money coming into the equity market, say around 8,000 to 10,000 crore of net flows you will see in the couple of months ahead.
Okay, so maybe flows could remain at current levels or perhaps a little bit higher as well. Mr. Venkatesh, something we talk about a lot in the channel, and there has been talk across the board about, is that the fact that SIPs have held absolutely steady through everything, and even when the market saw correction, the SIP figure was absolutely steady. But it is still, of course, quite a small part of the entire assets managed by the industry. So take us through, in say 5-6 years, what kind of SIP contribution do you expect? I think right now it's around 15%.
Currently, the gross inflows are at around 14,750 crores, that sort of levels, and it is like what you suggested, somewhere around 15% of the overall equity AUMs that you are looking at, because predominantly the SIP is on equity. So going ahead, we will see the SIP numbers breaching the 15,000 crore by August itself, according to me. And you are asking me to sort of look at a 5-year sort of an horizon.
Yeah.
So we are looking at 5 years sort of an horizon. You will see the SIP AUMs as a part of the overall AUMs. You will see the percentages going up from the current 15-16% to at least more than 22-23%.
Okay, 22-23% is where we could get at in terms of SIP contribution. So that is definitely, a positive outlook coming in. Mr. Venkatesh, from today we have HDFC which has stopped trading. It is, merged into HDFC Bank. In terms of the rebalancing, take us through how you think funds will handle this. Do you think the 90-day period is enough to be able to carry out this rebalancing act?
Yeah, we had done our internal studies and all those things. We had also been in discussion with the regulator, SEBI.
Yeah.
We believe that it will be possible for the mutual fund industry to take the window of opportunity of 90 days to look at rebalancing, and they will continue to do the rebalancing on the equity side. On the debt side, SEBI has said that you can, till you are able to rebalance, you can hold it till maturity. So they get a little bit more time to manage the debt side. So I think overall, the industry should face this in a much more easier manner than what we thought before.
Okay, and you did mention that there were several interactions with the SEBI as well. I think there was a committee formed on this. Is 90 days what the committee had suggested?
It is as per the discussions that we had with the regulator. So it is more or less in line with what the discussions we had with the committee as well as with the regulator.
Okay, all right, got that. Since we are speaking of the regulator, one final question. What are your big asks from SEBI right now? We've seen a whole lot of changes coming through in the mutual fund space, in several different segments. But now, as an industry body, what would you say are some of your top asks from SEBI?
So essentially, we would like to see how do we streamline the processes, because the industry is growing at a rapid pace. Can we look at the single KYC sort of a thing across the industry between banking, insurance, and the securities market industry, so that it becomes much more easier for that. The second thing that we are thinking of is like a Khata Kholo, like a Jan Dhan sort of a program which happened for the banking sector. We are looking at whether we can look at a Khata Kholo sort of this thing, where at a zero balance level the accounts are opened, and then it is then spread out into the various AMCs to cater to the customers. So these are some of the things which we are looking at.
Okay, got that. It's been a very helpful chat, Mr. Venkatesh. We're going to leave it there today, but thank you so much for joining us and taking us through the data that has come through for the June, mutual fund industry, and also what the outlook is on the HDFC, HDFC Bank, HDFC merger and the rebalancing that follows, as well as some of your big asks. We do hope to have you back on very soon. To our viewers, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will be back with more on MF Corner.